Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Star Delta 9. How are you today? Happy Memorial Weekend to you. I was watching Smash and JJ from Uptown Grow Lab. They were making peanut butter cups infused this morning, and they gave me some inspiration. So I had already done my coconut oil, and I picked some berries. And so I'm gonna make some chocolate covered berries for Memorial Day. What are you making? Please sound off in the comment section below. Are you barbecuing burgers and dogs? Are you having ribs and potato salad? I'm gonna do a little bit of chicken and potato salad here at home and some chocolate covered infused strawberries. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, I'd love to have you. And if you're a return subscriber, thank you so much for being here. Let's get started. Okay, you can do it one of two ways. You can use a double broiler like this, but I sometimes think that the water runs out too quickly and then I can't see the ingredients under the pan because it's metal. So I like to see how much water is in there so that I can make sure that I'm not burning my chocolate. So I'm going to use just a cup. And get the really good chips. Get the really good chips. You're worth it, right? And it's a holiday weekend. So I'm going to turn this burner on. Always turn the back one on for some reason. And I just put a bowl over my double boiler pan, and I'm going to let that chocolate melt. I already melted down a half a teaspoon, and I think I'm going to use a little bit more than that. So I'm going to grab some more. You should make about a tablespoon per cup. You don't want to use more than that because you'll lose the snap to your chocolate. So I'm going to put a tablespoon in there. Set that aside. And I'm going to go ahead and add this into my pan. It'll just help the chocolate melt nice. And this will take some time, so just take your time with it. You can make these non-infused or infused if you like. This is a disclaimer for the channel, 18 and older cannabis and cannabis enthusiasts. If you are not one, please leave the channel. Parental discretion is advised and COPPA is upheld here. Sometimes I like to add a little bit of vanilla into my chocolate as it melts, but today I won't do that. I've already washed up some really nice berries. I just put some parchment paper there, and that's what I'll set them on after I dip them, and then we'll drizzle them with some white chocolate, okay? Try and keep in mind today is not just the first day of summer, Memorial Weekend, right? It's also about the men and women who fought for our freedom of our country. And so give thanks to the men and women who sacrificed their lives for our freedom. Thank you so, so much for your service. I appreciate you wholeheartedly. Okay, I'm going to have to bring you back when the chocolate's melted, okay? Okay guys, it looks like we are melting really nicely, so I moved my burner over one, and it's just gently melting. I have my strawberries all cleaned here, and I'm going to make some strawberries. Yes, chocolate covered. My favorite. I'm hoping it's enough chocolate. Looks like it will be. Gonna get all that deliciousness off of there. I'm just going to turn this off because I believe that the heat of the water will be just enough to keep my chocolate melted. What I like to do is take a larger fork and come through the green, but I pull the green up. Just stab it a little bit. Turn your pan. I just roll it around. I let the excess drip off. You always keep your little spoon handy so you don't have any drops. And I move it over and I slide it off with the spoon. Pretty simple. Are you making any chocolate covered fruit for the holiday? I like making chocolate covered apples. They're good. I'm only making 6 because it's just me. And if I make any more than that, I'll eat them all. You do not have to make these infused if you don't want to. That's up to you. Remember just to use like 1 tablespoon per 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate, and get the good chocolate. You deserve the good chocolate. I'll let these cool and then I'll drizzle them and put some, maybe I'll use some crushed walnuts or something. Ooh, juicy. I don't want to blow my yoga training and my strength training all to hell, but I don't want to deprive myself either. Never have done that. I just moderate, eat little amounts. I think I'll have plenty of chocolate. You can always save the chocolate if you want to, or you can get yourself a different type of fruit, like maybe a apple or a banana even. Chocolate covered bananas are delicious. But I'll just do a couple extra berries. You can do a simple infusion on your stove with coconut oil. Jay from Uptown Grow Lab just did a video on making some canna oil. I will post a link in the description for you guys, and you can go check that out if you like. Do a little apple. These apples came off the farm here, and they're very good. a little softer than I like, but very delicious. And they were gifted to me, so I'm going to enjoy them with some chocolate here. So good. So good. I'll lay that on its side. And I'll do one more. Two more maybe. Oh yeah, we can get two more out of that. If you have never had a chocolate covered apple, you're in for a treat. Toss it in there. It's easier because I'm just using up the excess here on the bottom. I don't want any of that deliciousness to go to waste. I'll bring you back when these are cooled and we're drizzling. All right, now after you have your strawberries all set, maybe you put them in the refrigerator like I did for about 10 minutes to let them set. You can crunch up some walnuts or any type of nuts that you like and put them on the chocolate prior to putting them in the fridge. I did that. And then I crushed up some really good white chocolate in a baggie, and I'm going to put it in the microwave for 10-second intervals and just melt it. Excuse me. You want to check it every so often. You don't want to scorch the chocolate. So here's mine. I did some with chocolate and some without. I'm just going to check it, and then I'm just going to squeeze the bag a little bit. See how it's starting to melt? And I'm going to put it in for another 10 seconds. Let me know if you try these. Please sound off in the comment section below. After you put the drizzle on, you're going to place them back in the refrigerator for about 10 minutes and they're set. Depending on where you are and how hot it is in your microwave, you might have to give this a couple times, and that's okay. One more. One more. Again, happy Memorial Day to you guys. I can't wait to try these. I did like a slider burger, and I can't wait to have it. You know, the double slided burgers like that you get when you eat out. I'm gonna go a little tiny bit more. I want it just a little bit liquidy, but not you know, just to where it's pouring out of the bag. Should be good. Oh yeah. So about like that. Okay. And then you're going to just take a little snip off the tip of the baggie. Make sure you do it somewhere not near your berries. And you're just going to do a tiny little snip and then push all your chocolate down. And then you just drizzle. Could have let that melt a little bit more. Little thick. It's gonna fall off. And just stick it back up in there. You don't have to do all of them with drizzle if you don't want. The chocolate white is really melting. It's going to be gooey, gooey good. One across there. One across this nutty one. Right across the nuts. Okay, and so I'll set mine in the refrigerator for 10 minutes and they'll be set and ready to try. I'll bring you back. Okay, y'all, mine are all set. I'm gonna take them off of the parchment paper and I'm gonna put them on a tray and I'll put them back in the fridge until I'm ready to serve them. I'm gonna try a piece of the apple, because I don't want to spoil my dinner. Mm. Mm. It has that perfect snap. A little bit of white chocolate. Oops. Very good. Very good. So I'm going to put mine on a tray. I will post the recipe in the description below. Let me know if you try it, won't you? I'd love to know. Happy Memorial Day to you guys again. Namaste. Okay guys, I've plated mine. I also want to show you, I got about maybe 8 strawberries and 4 pieces of apple. So if you just do strawberries, it'll probably be 8 to 10 strawberries. And if you add an apple, 4 pieces of apple to 8 strawberries. Please be sure if you're infusing these that you're properly marking them and keeping them out of the reach of children. You want to protect your children at all times. Properly mark them, edibles, infused, right? And place them out of reach. I'm going to place them back into the refrigerator and I'm going to have my dinner. Please sound off again in the comment section and thank you so much for watching. Namaste.